It's a wonderful day with wonder. And Segue. Segue the cat and I are out here in the yard with the fungi and the trees. And we're asking for a message from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. You want to come kiss the duck, meow meow? Angels, spirit guides, higher wonder, higher Segue one, the kitty, higher you, higher me. What message do you have for us? For the highest good of all beings. Hear the frogs. Something over there. Oh, kitty, you don't see that. Oh, it's a cute squirrel. Let's leave the squirrel alone. We have a full tummy. Oh, he's climbing the tree. I don't know if you could see him. Hey, squirrel. Did you see that squirrel? Hello. Hi. Yes, you love the cards? Let's see what message we have today for our highest good. A squirrel sitting there in the tree, their playful energy. You can see him. Well, he's a little further away. Hey, squirrel. Do you have a message for us today? Rooster, fungi, trees, nature. I have a lot of invasive English ivy here. It's a lot of work trying to keep it off the trees. Don't hurt my trees, English ivy. Angels, spirit guides, Mother Nature, cute little squirrel. Let's see what you got for us. The Sweat Lodge. Got 2 cards. And the Sorcerer. The Sorcerer's come out before. Let's see, so first we have number 54, which is a 9, the end of a cycle with the Sweat Lodge. And it looks like they're entering a portal into a new timeline, a new dimension. When they enter the Sweat Lodge, releasing all the old that no longer serves them. And 48 is a 12, which is a 3. Oh, I hear something. Who's in the woods with me? The Sorcerer. Okay, so first we'll read the Sweat Lodge. See if I can set the cards where you can see them. While we read. Oh, a little too high here. In the book. The Sweat Lodge. Number 54. Enter the portal with me. Take a deep breath. Releasing fully. Connect your energy to my energy. Let's read the essence of the Sweat Lodge. Represents the womb of Mother Earth. Volcanic stones are heated in a fire outside, then brought into the lodge and placed in a shallow hole in the center. Participants sit in complete darkness around the red-hot stones to sweat away old habits and beliefs and heal disease. When you return humbly to the womb of Mother, you are offered second chances. The invitation: this is a time to journey inward into the dark and hidden places of your soul, to reconnect with the ancient earth wisdom. You can also create a sacred and intimate space in the dark by lighting a candle. Observe what emerges, and without judging it, invite it to bring you its gifts. You are being offered an opportunity to shed and heal from the aspects of your life you have outgrown. Do not worry that you will be consumed by the process. There's a lot of light there. The medicine: life is offering you a second chance. Take it, since this chance may not come your way again for a while. Mother Earth is calling into her womb and inviting you to incubate as long as needed for a spiritual rebirth. Give yourself time to be with your darkness, your fears, your pain, and your seeds of beautiful potential until you come out the other side, free, wise, and full of creativity. That's beautiful. And then you got the Sorcerer, number 48. Another repeating card that's come out for us before. So it's a message that really wants to be heard. So I'm going to pay extra attention this time. The essence: this is the source of dark power. The sorcerer represents the destructive aspect of the human psyche and the self-centered behavior that harms others. It symbolizes the unconscious beliefs and ideas that foster separation, conflict, and scarcity. Thank you, Kitty. The invitation: when the sorcerer enters your circle, you're being called to look at how your beliefs around scarcity and self-centered fear manifest in your world. Examine the destructive part of your psyche that misuses power or harbors feelings of resentment, vengeance, greed, bigotry, lust, not just, or hatred. Perhaps you've harmed someone because of these dark tendencies. If so, all is not lost. You have only forgotten that all beings are interconnected and the universe is abundant. The sorcerer arrives to challenge you to change your thinking. You've given a second chance, or you're given a second chance. Correct your course and practice not blaming others for the darkness that lives inside you. Make peace with it and choose another way. Thank you, kitty cat, meow meow. Thank you. You're such a good kitty. Yeah. And then the medicine: have you been feeling out of sorts because you've been faced with your own character flaws and the pain that you inflict on others when you are out of alignment? Radical self-acceptance is called for now. You must reconcile these darker aspects of your nature so you don't behave irresponsibly and cause more harm to yourself and the ones you love. It's time to come out of denial and accept responsibility for your words and deeds. When you meet the energy of the sorcerer with humility, this destructive power transforms into grace, which you can use in service to the highest good. Perhaps it's time to make amends. Do it. It will set you free from the shadows and let you step into the light. And I was just thinking of this today. Let's see. me come to the other side, talk to you. I'm in my pajamas. I'm in my pajamas in the woods. But I'll talk to you on the other side so I can sit by the mushrooms. Oh. Kitty, kitty, kitty. So I was thinking this morning while I was drinking my mushroom coffee, thank you fungi, about how when you're a baby, when you're a little small child, how you just know everything's alive. And you talk to everything and everything talks back, and at least I did this when I was little. Just lived in my imagination, and I still like to do that. Or I like to do that again. And like my first son, he would just lay on the floor for the longest time, kicking his little feet and smiling and laughing, looking at a light. Or my oldest daughter, once when she was a toddler, she was bouncing a balloon back and forth, and when the balloon bounced back to her, she giggled and said, "Oh," she said her auntie's name, Pansy, it's not a word kids hear a lot. And that was an auntie that had passed away before she was born. And it's like she could see the spirit. She was playing with spirit and giving messages. Sometimes I would just walk into the kitchen and see her twirling in a circle, dancing with the dogs that are all on their hind legs, twirling and dancing like in their own little worlds. And just the way babies look at things, and everything's new and magical and just fun, and they wonder and they're curious, and it's so beautiful. And I just feel like as a young child I knew magic was real, and I do now, but I used to fly around my room astrally projecting. My dreams were more vivid than ever, and I would my parents would get called to school because I was daydreaming too much, or my papers had artwork all around them, but the assignment was blank. When I was excited to go to school when I was little, it was because I love how magical and wonderful and everything is in the world, and I couldn't wait to learn more. And then I would get in trouble for living in the magic realms instead of focusing on that piece of paper and that little narrow subject that we were studying, and eventually start shutting down the imagination more and more and telling myself, oh, that's not okay. I wanted to be a good girl, and so I would shut down my magic more and more, and I would look for, I'm sure I'm just saying this because I'm thinking this is what other people do too. I'm not the only one, right? But okay, so I'm not supposed to be magical, and the things that I'm believing, talking to everything, like I remember sitting in the bathtub talking for hours to myself and to the water drops and to the toys, and just like everything is real, everything is magical. And that's a good space to be, because that's when you're connected to spirit and you get messages, and you're listening to everything around you, and in your creative mode. Probably jumping all over the place, but my ideas were going all over the place. That's okay. Like the best, a mother knows, the best gift you can ever get is that handmade, loving thing that your kid made. So beautiful. You just want to save it forever. You want to frame everything. I had a treasure chest that was overflowing with all the good stuff I had to save. But it's because moms know your instinct that your baby is meant to create, and so when they create, and it's just so beautiful and you love it. And I still just love seeing my kids create, and they're grown-ups now, but oh my gosh, when they create, it's so magical. I just freaking love it. They're awesome. Oh, and I think of kids that maybe in some school systems, not all, maybe, where it's kind of trained out of us, or society trains it out of us. We're trained to be very linear thinking and get out of that abstract mind. Like seriously, when I was 8 years old, I had to go to the doctor and get billions of tests done, brain scans, all these little electrodes and everything. What's wrong with her? Why doesn't she want to socialize with the other kids? Why is she always daydreaming? Oh, there must be something. Like what? Because I've seen how those kids were acting and being mean to the special needs children, and they weren't always nice. I don't want to hang out with that. I was just using my intuition to go inward, and school wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be. I wanted to learn about the magic of the world. So anyways, nothing was wrong with me. I was born almost 3 months premature. I have different thicknesses in my school, I don't know. Whatever the reason is. Everyone's not supposed to be the same. Everyone's unique. And school was like, what? Why won't you be the same? Why won't you be a robot? You're supposed to be like this. We sit in rows, we think like this, we work like this. I don't want to. And the same with churches. It just never resonated. All the different churches I tried, my parents didn't go. My grandfather on my mom's side was a Baptist minister, and she was over sent to go and seen a lot of hypocrisy in her life, but I don't know. She's a living, wonderful person, and if my kids want to have a religion, they can go explore and believe what they want to believe. I'm not going to tell them what to believe. So we went to different churches with our friends, and I was always excited to we'd go by ourselves. My brother loved learning the Bible verses and memorizing and getting awards, and I loved the arts and crafts. Vacation Bible school. What are we going to make? Sunday school? Oh yeah, are we going to make something? Just want to create. My intuition always knew we need to create. But anyway, I don't know what I'm rambling about, except for to tune inward and try to find that inner magic that you had when you were a baby, when you were a child. Come here, my love. Yes. Tune into that inner magic. When I was a little girl, when I was 12, I had a tabby cat named Tabby. And we were so connected. I used to not really connect to dogs. That was my brother's thing. I connected to cats the most. I'm like, Segue, are you reincarnated, Tabby? I had him all the way up until my first son was a little baby. Yeah, a little boy. And so, for me, connecting to my inner child, I did a lot of camping and connecting to nature as a child, running around barefoot all the time, playing outside until the street lights came on. We only had like 4 channels, you guys, back in the 80s. We had like 4 TV channels, maybe 5. I really want to think of that one that sometimes tuned in, and we had to turn it with a knob. We didn't have a remote yet. And so all the people in these time periods that I grew up in and before me, we had very limited sources of information. We all watched the same news, we all watched the same TV shows, we all watched the same movies, and like that was part of our conditioning. Not necessarily on purpose, but maybe. But anyway, so I was looking, okay, I'm not supposed to daydream all the time, but what am I supposed to do? I watched these shows and movies. Oh, this is how you're supposed to fall in love and live happily ever after. And okay, yeah, I want to have all the babies. But how do you do it without a husband? I didn't know that part, because boys were still gross. But I was raised in a home daycare. I had babies all around me all the time, and I volunteered in a convalescent home since I was 8 all the way through high school, and I always knew being around kids and being around the elderly,
That's where the magic is. That's where you're really connected to spirit, and you're not so stuck in the systems a lot of the time. As a kid, that's what I observed. And I don't know why I brought that up. I forgot. But anyway, the systems, conditioning. Try to remember who you were before the systems and the conditioning. What did you like to do? Before any systems told you you couldn't do it or it was wrong. And anything else? Get outside, put your bare feet on the ground, set your intentions to connect to the earth, connect to all the tree roots, the fungi, the mycelium underground, connect to all the energetic beings connected to the earth as you're pulling in love and light and wisdom from the cosmos and the higher dimensional forces, the spirit guides, the angels, the ancestors, your higher self, grounding it, spreading the love. And that'll help you feel safe. It can help you with insomnia, it can help you with pain, anxiety, depression, it can help with your heart rate, it can help with your general mood and quality of life. Remembering that we are nature and we're all connected, we're all one, and the world is magical. The magic you believed in when you were little, it's real. And when you get outside in nature, that'll help align you to the frequency of love and abundance. When you look at nature, it's abundant with love and green. It's the heart chakra, love. It's color of money in the United States of America. It's abundance in many forms. Look at all this life. The trees here are growing out of other trees. So anyway, have a beautiful day.